Hello everyone, welcome back to another Man Manga Boy Read a Lot of Manga. So we got 2, we got 4, we got 6, we got 8, we got 10, we got 12. 12 mangas. 12 whole mangas, whatever. So let's start with Robo Devolution. I loved it. Please read it. If you like mechas, please read it. Good twist. Very good twist. If you read the main series, you'll really like this. If you didn't read the main series, I'm right there with you. I don't even know if there is a manga for it. I'm sure there is. It's by Go Nagai. He's a manga creator. I loved it. Bunch of robots. They fight these alien invaders who are against evolution, and our main characters are for it. These volumes are super thick, the last two, especially the last one. They do definitely show what's the word for it? A lot more Easter egg. Maybe not Easter egg. I can't think of the word for it. Not Easter egg, but you definitely get more out of it if you were to have seen the original work. I never saw it. That's cool. It doesn't truly matter that much if you haven't seen it, because you should be able to still get the story. I haven't seen it. I don't know what some of the creatures they're talking about are, but overall I still did really like it. The action was sick. The robots were sick. The plot line I thought was kind of predictable, but still it was really good. I liked it a lot. Chainsaw Man Volume 8 we got right here. Chainsaw Man, this is going to end the doll, like Santa Claus's arc, which is fitting because it's Christmas time. So that was great. This was an intense one, probably one of the best volumes yet, in my opinion. I really liked all the action. I liked all the betrayals and the twists here. The way that they defeat Santa Claus was amazing, and the fighting to it. Did I say that already? The fighting was awesome. Very gratuitous and gory. Worth picking up Chainsaw Man if you're one of the 1 out of like 300 people who haven't read or seen any Chainsaw Man. The anime's coming out soon, so maybe that's when you jump on. Multi-Mind Mayhem, Isekai Tensei Sodoki, Volume 1. So I was talking about this a little bit during my haul. These two are stuck in this guy's mind, and this guy has a mind of his own too, apparently. This was not as good as I was hoping it was going to be. So far, it's really just okay. I am interested in it, though. I'm not sure if the two minds know that they're part of one thing or what, because they don't seem to talk to each other at all, and I was hoping that they were going to fight each other or something over this kid's body, but they haven't yet. Maybe they will later on. Towards the end of this, the old man actually takes over the kid's body, and he is like an amazing warrior, of course, because, you know, he fought in those times, and he just goes insane. He takes out this guy, and he's like loving it. He also loves money, so like the kid's personality is like tainted by that. He's always trying to get more and more money. It's a cool manga, but again, nothing super special right now. I really want to see these two kind of fight each other. Whether or not they do, I have no idea, but I'm excited to find out. So, cool series. I probably wouldn't get it yet, unless you're as into isekai as I am, which is apparently a lot. Something I didn't really know about myself until I started recording manga videos, honestly. But it's like so true. Anyways, but I do hope that series does start to pick up, because I am really looking forward to it being good and not just mediocre. Kaiju number 8, Volume 1. This has a shiny number 8 on it. I don't know if you guys can see it super good, but it is shiny. The side has no shininess, nor does the back, but it is a wraparound cover, which do tend to look pretty cool. This I liked a lot. Our main character, he's in the cleanup squad, and he really wants to be a fighter. We start off with a few color pages, which is a little bit not typical for Shonen Jump titles. Sometimes they do, but they often don't, but it was really cool that this one did. I really was enjoying reading about it. I felt like this was kind of like Bleach, but way better than Bleach. It's like if Ichigo turned into a Hollow in Volume 1, and like instead of a Shinigami. That's kind of the concept here. And all of his friends were Shinigamis. Or, like, you know, if Orihime was a Shinigami, he's like, damn, that was my childhood friend. I wish I could be a Shinigami too. And he's like, damn, I'm a Hollow instead. F. That's this manga. I really enjoy it. The, you know, the main protagonist, you know, what's the word for it? Love interest isn't really like Orihime, personality-wise, but I'm just saying that as conceptual, you know. But I did really like it a lot. I love kaiju. I love fighting kaiju. There's a whole bunch of different kaiju in there as well. There's like mini ones and ones that they spawn and things like that, so that was great. JJK Volume 13. I can't believe we're still in this arc, but we are. Every chapter is the same title, Shibuya something arc. What is it again? Oh, I can't even remember. It's the Shibuya incident arc. So this was nuts. I mean, every time I get a Shibuya incident volume, I'm like losing my mind. We finally get to see Gojo fight for real. We get to see the factions. There's 3 different factions. They're all starting to fall apart. And our main man Sukuna shows up finally, and he's just wrecking shit. Oh man, I was loving this. I don't know how fast I read this. It was gone. It was just done. I picked it up like this. I went like this, guys. Okay, I was like, okay, volume 1 or page 1 rather. What are you looking at? So sexy, Gaga Akutame. So sexy. And then this was it. That was me. That was me when I read it. Okay, it was over in a second. I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't stop myself from reading. I loved it. Which one did I like more, Chainsaw Man or JJK this month? Honestly, very tough call. I would say JJK because I'm more involved in this this incident, this arc, instead of the you know, Santa Claus assassination arc thing, which is still a really good arc. But the Shibuya incident is just like insane. I love every minute of it. It's one of my favorite arcs, like especially for an earlier on arc. It's blowing my mind. I love it. I also read Yoshi knows Zuekara, which I assume translate the frog in the well does not know the ocean, which means, you know, like you're the boss of your one area, but once you go outside of your area and you see how big the world truly is, you realize you're just like a small fish in a pond or something like that. And so that's kind of what that saying means. It's like a proverb kind of deal, I guess. But yeah, it's just like, you know, you're always big shit. Like you're the best fighter in school, but like you're nothing in the MMA. That's kind of like that concept, if you guys didn't like understand that. This is by the same author as not Bokurano. Oh my god, Barakamon. Pretty similar sounding names, I guess, right? It starts off with this super long chapter about these boys who are in the countryside and they want to find their old teacher from elementary school, and it turns out that that teacher is not how she remembered him. Then it pans out and it's actually about this guy writing a manga. I really enjoy stories about guys writing mangas, guys or girls or whatever. And so this was one of them. And so far I'm very interested in it. It's very wordy though. And you know, the main character is a bit of a recluse. He's wanted to be a mangaka forever. He lives in the countryside on this island, and he has had a series in the past published, but the problem with his series was it got canceled, so that, you know, would be a big problem, I guess, right? Yeah, why not? And so he wants to make another series, but his editor tells him to try to do something outside of his comfort zone, a slice of life instead of a fantasy manga. So he writes it. He doesn't really like writing it, but it's a really good story, and it's selling like hotcakes. So he keeps writing it, and everybody tells him how good it is, but he seems kind of mixed on it. So we'll see how it goes from there. Hopefully he gets to write the way he wants to write, or maybe he comes to really realize that he's what's the word for it? Impressing himself. Maybe not impressing himself, but he's putting himself in the work, like, very clearly. So. You know, that's an interesting thing. Orient Volume 6, we get to know a little bit more about these obsidian people, a little bit more about the samurai, which was really cool. We find out that not everybody has a motorcycle. Some people have like a plane or a helicopter. We get to see Musashi finally use his 6th sword, Enma, you know, from One Piece. If you're reading One Piece right now, Zoro has a sword named Enma as well. so you know it's sick. But you see Musashi's really... he's literally... It's kind of funny. He's literally a frog in the well that does not know the ocean. It all comes full circle. He's way out of his league. He's messing with these demon gods that he has no chance against. He's messing with these samurais that he has no chance against. And he kind of knows that, which is something I really like about this hero, is he kind of does know his place, and he knows that he, you know, is just some punk, but he really wants to be better, so he figures the best way he can be better is by standing up for himself and fighting stronger opponents, and so that's why he's doing it, but he's totally gonna get wrecked. And he gets punished for being so out of his comfort zone too. We also find out what this thing called a dark demon god is, and apparently it's bigger than like a continent. It's ginormous and it grows every year. Like half the humans worship it and the other half are trying to kill it, you know, the samurai. Very cool. The world building is really going places in Orient that I'm loving. I'm very interested in this world now. At the beginning, it was very slow, you know, as I had said in my videos in the past, but it is really taking off for me. I'm loving it right now. Machi Maho. I messed up and made the wrong person aim to a magical girl. Oh boy, oh boy. This volume was amazing. This girl right here, she uses, what did they call it? Apocalypse magic? Where she's got magical girl energy, and then Aku... it's been so long since I've read these volumes, I can't remember what the name of the demons are. But I'm going to just call it the Kuma. It's this kind of long name. And so our main character here can use, you know, the, you know, magical girl energy. But when she gets pissed, she turns into a demon. And that's when she gets her full strength. And so she's trying to solve the mystery behind these locks that were popping up. And it also turns out that her friend can also get, you know, that sick demon power too. So everybody's powering up except for our main man here, who's not even on our character list. He's not even hardly in this volume. I think they show him like in between chapters and that's it. And the guy with the pompadour, who doesn't really have a pompadour, I can't remember his name though, because they don't even really say it. But he was awesome. And because he's so awesome, they locked up his powers for some reason. This series is really cool. It's really going to interesting places that I wouldn't expect the Magical Girl series to go into. If you guys liked Madoka Magica, I think you'd really like this. This is like an M-rated version of it. It's like a fucked up version. I mean, you see this? That's through her stomach. This is a demon. Okay? This is at the beginning of the volume. It's got nowhere to go but down from here, you'd think. But no. It gets better and better as you keep rolling through it. I mean, this girl has the sickest design in my opinion. I thought it was awesome. And look at her. She's just like, the fuck is wrong with you? And... oh man. And like, so... also her like little helper guy finally realizes himself to have a human form. He's trying to offer her food. He's like, they taste like ass. Your parfaits suck. And she's like dying of hunger and she like just refuses it. But you know, Kaio's just like, I'm not gonna do it. She's like, I need parfaits, I need smokes, but I'm not doing this right now. Oh my god. I thought it... I just love it. I love it so much. I cannot wait for the next one. These things come out months apart. I'm looking to see real quick if they even have it to be continued. If they don't, that sucks. But it's by 7 Seas, so these are probably getting hard to find. If you have any interest in this series, please pick it up sooner than later. It is great. It doesn't seem like the paper shortage is going to get away anytime soon, but I really recommend picking up this series. Even if you just buy it and then, you know, right stuff says out of stock and you just have to wait for it to come in stock, I would still even recommend doing that, or wherever you buy your manga. You know, that it's so good. Any interest in flipping the magical girl genre on its head, making the magicals instead of all cutesy and all pure-hearted, and instead being just like absolute like high school delinquents, bloody AF, nudity everywhere. It's like, oh my god, I love it. It's just so great. Bofuri, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense of Volume 2. We got Sally's little character sheet here, which I think is a nice touch from New World Online. And you can see all that stuff with the fireball and all that. So we have the cover step now. Maple is finally learning how to use her defense of lifestyle to the best. So she's using cover step to walk around. So Sally's super fast, and then she cover steps to Sally, and then she'll defend Sally that way, as well as she'll travel the world that way. They did end up nerfing her though, which I thought was hilarious, because it's an online game, right? And like Kirito's never nerfed, so I, didn't even cross my mind that they could do that, but they did. They nerfed the shit out of Maple, so now she can't use her Devour. She can only use it 9 times, and it's stuck to only her one shield instead of using it on all shields. So she's pretty bummed up about it, but she still is pretty darn strong. They also changed the way defense works, so piercing can actually hurt her, and before it couldn't. But now they're starting to think that maybe Sally's too broken because she moves crazy fast. They're like, it's like she stopped time. And these are the admins. They show the admins, which I thought was hilarious. It says admin room right there. And the admins are just these guys wearing these like white masks. Oh my god, and they're like freaking out. They're like, how can we stop them? They're too strong. They keep min-maxing and they don't give a shit. Oh man. Too funny, too good. I definitely recommend it. It's not really an isekai, but I mean, I guess it still falls under that genre. It's like Sword Art Online where, they're playing a game. But unlike Sword Art Online, or maybe more like it in the later seasons, they can log out whenever they want. They still have their own real life, though we don't know much about it. The Man and His Cat, Volume 4. We've got our main man and the rival here of the pianos, and the two cats who are brother and sister. I can't even believe this guy's mom is such a demon. She makes them return dogs. She gets a cat. She doesn't like the cat anymore, and then she just gives it to her son. I'm like, damn, this mom is a jerk. I can't even believe it. But I love this manga. This manga is very wholehearted. If you guys like cats, you instantly like this manga. If you guys have any interest in having a cat, they teach you a little bit about having cats in this. The story is kind of progressing. Our main character is starting to get over his anxiety from being in concert halls and starting to warm up to being a musician again, which I think is great. But it's still mostly just cute cats do cute things, with their owners being like all like cutie overdose over their cats, which I would not normally be into, but I have a cat and it's totally relatable to me because I'm the exact same way with my cat. I do this with my cat sometimes too. My cat tries to walk underneath my legs and then I trap my cat and then they try to go forward, they try to go backwards, and then you let them go and you go and pets. It's just too funny. Anyways, that is what I read this week. I almost said month. I read a lot more this month so far. What did you guys read this week? Anything that I read by chance? Because I do have quite a few pre-orders in here. Please let me know in the comments, and let me know also if I got you guys interested in something new. I did try a lot of different stuff this month, actually, or this week. I got quite a bit of number ones in here. I got some titles I haven't read in a long time now because they just haven't come out. And I finished Get a Robo Devolution. There's only 5 volumes. It's very short. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.